Brockton police officers, federal officers were working in conjunction, and I just want to say at the outset that I thought all the police officers did a tremendous job tonight. At approximately 5:45 tonight, the Brockton police received several 911 calls regarding a male with a gun in the vicinity of 62 Tabor Avenue in the city of Brockton. Brockton police officers responded. Gunshots were fired. A Brockton police officer was struck, we believe at this time 4 times, including in his Kevlar vest. That officer was taken to a Boston hospital with what is believed to be non-life-threatening wounds at this time. The alleged male gunman retreated into the house at 62 Tabor Avenue, where he remained holed up for the last couple of hours. Brockton police contacted the Massachusetts State Police, including the Massachusetts State Police Stop Team, and an investigation ensued. A perimeter was set up in this, as you can see, this densely populated area. Mass State Police and the Brockton Police were in constant contact and negotiated with the barricaded suspect throughout the night. At approximately 9:30 tonight, preliminarily, it appears that the male suspect shot himself outside the home. He was transported to an area hospital where his condition is that we believe he is deceased. Additionally, as part of this developing investigation, a male gunshot victim was located deceased inside a silver SUV in the vicinity of 62 Tabor Ave. Neither the suspect nor the male gunshot victim are being identified at this time. Preliminarily, we also believe this is not a random act of violence, but that this is going to be all part of this ongoing investigation of this event that just occurred in the last 3 or 4 hours. It's very active. It is ongoing as we speak here right now. We're in the process of executing search warrants and making sure that we do all of our due diligence to make sure we find everything that we need to find as pertains to what happened during this event. We are also not identifying the Brockton police officer at this time. Our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. And I would just say also at this point, I'll have the mayor step up in a moment, that police officers, men and women that every day show up at scenes, they do tremendous jobs. And watching this go down tonight, I think there was some great jobs by police officers trying to do the best they could in an incredibly difficult situation. And people should understand that they act as best as they can in very trying circumstances.
Was there a child in the house?
There is no child in the house.
And the man who was found dead, he was dead when officers arrived?
Well, whether or not he was dead at that time, he was in the vehicle at that time.
But he was not shot by officers, right?
He was not shot by police officers, no.
You believe he was shot by the suspect?
You know what, I'm not going to guess at this point. I think that, you know, obviously they'll do their investigation and we'll find out from there. I don't believe any person was shot by the police as of this moment.
When you're wearing a swastika armband, are you looking into any possible hate crime going down that road at all?
Like I said, right now this just happened, and you know we will certainly look and see what exactly is in that home. Like I said, right now we're getting search warrants. We're going to go in there. We're going to do our jobs as best as we possibly can. We're going to make sure we're very thorough and we find out exactly what happened here to the extent that we can. And if there's things such as that, we'll certainly look into them.
Did police come here originally because of the man in the car? Is that what brought them here?
What brought them here were 911 calls. They received 911 calls from this area, numerous calls as I understand it, and they showed up here and an event occurred here and the police officers responded to that as best as they could, including the officer that was shot 4 times.
Can you tell us who, if anyone else, was inside the home where he barricaded himself?
Right now, I'm not aware of anybody else in there at this point. I think that there were certainly some rumors going around. Like I said, there was a child there, but that doesn't appear to be so.
No one else was in any kind of danger?
Well, I'm not going to say that at this point. I think any police officer that showed up at that scene was certainly in danger. We had a police officer who was shot 4 times. So I think anybody that showed up could possibly have been hurt. And that's why, you know, I commend all these different units for working together to make sure they could keep this community safe as best as they could, and also make sure that, you know, they could do their jobs and keep each other safe.
Did you guys evacuate the nearby homes?
You know, I think they did the best they could in that situation. They shut the road down as best as they could. As you guys all know, you were all down the other end of the street that time. But there were people already inside here and inside the perimeter. They live here.
Did he shoot at the officers from the 2nd floor?
That's going to be part of the investigation.
Do you have an age range?
Of?
For the suspect in the
Either.
I would say, as pertains to the decedent, that we believe did a self-inflicted wound, which is approximately 30 years of age. Okay, I'm going to have the mayor step up if you wouldn't say a couple words.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Robert Sullivan, Mayor of the City of Brockton. First of all, make it clear, our thoughts and prayers are with the injured officer, and we are very thankful that he is in Boston Medical Center right now. And Chief Gomes, Manny Gomes, who leads a wonderful department, and I will be visiting him at the hospital tomorrow. But this also shows the serious nature of law enforcement. We have very brave men and women that serve Brockton Police every single day. Very, very thankful for Deputy Wormington and the State Police and the collaboration with the feds to be here tonight. If you look around, this is a very dense neighborhood. It's a very, very dense neighborhood. So again, my thoughts as mayor and as a lifelong Brocktonian is to the brave individual that took 4 shots tonight, and we're very thankful, and we hope that he has a speedy recovery, and our prayers are with him and his family at this time. And again, I do want to thank the State Police. I want to thank Brockton Police. I want to thank DA Tim Cruz and his organization. This is a collective endeavor tonight here in the city of Brockton. Thank you.
Is it too early to talk about any kind of motive between the 2 deceased people? And that
Yeah, it's definitely too early for that. Yeah, like I said, this happened. We got the call 4 hours ago, and now the scene's being cleared and being conducted right now. So as we get more information, we'll hopefully be in a position we can release some, but that may not be for a while.
Obviously, you can't go into negotiations, but can you tell us anything, any insight from what the suspect was saying inside his home?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to get into that at this point. I'm sure all that information will be put together as we do our ongoing investigation. Right now, it's probably happening right now while we're reducing things to paper.
Was it his home, though?
I'm not going to mention that at this point because that reveals who that is, but we're going to certainly reveal information as we can. But like I said, this just happened.
But there was some negotiation or communication?
Yes, there was communications between trained negotiators who were here from the Brockton Police, the State Police. They were here and they did their very, very best to make sure they could make this a peaceful situation, and unfortunately it didn't end that way.
Before the subject shot himself, it appeared he bent over and picked me up. Do we know what that was? Was that the gun you believe he shot himself with?
That's going to be all part of the investigation.
Can you talk about the robots that were used?
Well, the robots are brought in by the various agencies to make sure there's not explosives in there. There were some allegations that there may be some explosives in there, so they're going to continue to do that. Put the robots in there to see if there's something there, and they're going to continue to do that until the investigation is over.